All right, man. Salute to the subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. It's the iBall Network. It's the iBall Network podcast, man. I'm your host, J-Meeks. I got my guys with me. P Boat, say what's up.
What's up with it?
And my guy CED out here.
People.
Yeah, man. Salute to all the listeners, man. We appreciate all the love we've been getting, man. Got a lot of love off the last show, man. So we're going to try to keep it going for y'all, man. We're going to recap the last 3 games that we just watched. We fresh off of the Lakers versus the Rockets game. Another dominating performance from the Lakers. 4-1, got the Rockets out of here at 5. And, yeah, man. So let's talk about it, man. Go ahead, P-Boat. Start it off.
Man, just was too much Lakers tonight, bro. I mean, I feel like Houston made a good game of it. They was down by a lot, and then coming back into the game in the second quarter, right before halftime. But LeBron James played a flawless game tonight. Besides his poor shooting from 3-point line, and then we got a little energy from Kuz. But from overall, it was just an all-around good balance. All the starters had double digits. Houston just shot horrible tonight. They didn't get to the free throw line as much as they normally do, and they rebounding was horrible. I think they were 50. Lakers had 50 plus rebounds. I think they had 30. So they just didn't have a chance, man. They just looked out like they were outmatched. When the Lakers decided to play small ball and shoot JaVale McGee out the game, and then played Dwight Howard, and they just played small ball line. Houston just didn't have enough, bro. They just ultimately just faded off to the black.
Facts. Talk about it, CD.
Right, man, I like what Frank Vogel did, man. He saw that, playing the 7-footers out there. The 2 7-footers was slowing the team down since they weren't demanding the ball and exploiting the mismatch. And he went with Morris, who gave us a jolt in the 2 games that he played, and the 3 games that he played. And, I mean, you saw tonight, he was 6 of 7, 16 points, 4 from 3 as our starting center, which is huge. I mean, the Lakers got probably one of the most versatile teams that can match up with any style. Like, they can play the small ball. They can play the big boy ball because they got, multiple bigs off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
They got, decent athletic wings. But I think, though, tonight, man, it was you got more points from the others. Even though AD didn't have a great game, there's 2 games in a row where you got double digits from KCP and Danny Green. So I feel like if they can keep that up and just be, just give us 10. Just give us double digits, man. I mean, they shooting wide open. You give them double digits, I think it puts the Lakers in a better position to win in the long run, and you don't have to depend so much on the LeBron and AD show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. Facts, bro. Yeah, it was dominating performance. Houston just outmatched, just top to bottom. Westbrook only 10 points tonight. James Harden, he got up enough shots so that he can score 30 and try to act like he came with it for some part of the series, man. But overall, a big disappointment as far as James Harden concerned, man. Once again, you just proved everybody right about you in the big moments that you just don't show up. And once again, so coming through the night didn't matter because last game was a must-win for the Rockets, and he was nowhere to be found. And he had one of the worst games ever, 2 for 11. So just another knock I got for Houston. 29 minutes from Eric Gordon, 5 points, 2 for 7. Austin Rivers, another, man. I've been pissed off every game with Austin Rivers, bro. Like Austin Rivers, one of them dudes that out of college that I expected to have a way better career than he's had, and he's just been a disappointment, man. So. The Lakers just did what they're supposed to do, got them up out of there. I chose them to win in 6. They got them out in 5, and as they should, man. So we can move on from that, man. I'm excited to see the next series, like we all been waiting for, Clippers versus Lakers. Well, Clippers got to finish their series, but we pretty much assuming that that's what's going to happen. Yeah. So we'll get to that next show. So, anyways, we will fast forward to Clippers versus the Nuggets series, since we just spoke on it. The Clippers are still up 3-2, but they did lose the last game 111-105. The Clippers ended up losing. They were up by at least about 24 points, I believe, at one point, and they lost the lead. And then the Nuggets from the third quarter from Paul Millsap, 14 points in the third quarter. And he been getting a lot of heat on his show because he ain't been showing up. But he finally had one decent third quarter, and then he played like 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. So overall, just Jamal Murray and the Jokic show in the fourth quarter that pretty much closed the game out. So let's speak on it, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, CD.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we brought this up. Well, last show, as I said, for the Nuggets to have any type of chance, they got to get something out of Millsap. Yep. Because he's making too much money, too big. He's got talent, but he got to produce. He couldn't be out there with the 7 to 8 points. Can't do that, man. You got to at least attack and be a threat on the floor. So he showed up big for them, man. I know Murray didn't shoot the best the other night, but he still put up 26. I mean, I like the fact that he was still aggressive, the entire game and didn't give up. Even when they was down, like he still was, attacking the basket, using the high pick and roll with him and the Joker and, probing the defense. But I thought it was it showed me a lot about Denver, man. I definitely thought that they mailed it in and that they were just going to roll over and just, go ahead and go out in 5. But they showed some heart last night, man. You had a good game from Kawhi. PG had a good game. But the Clippers, though, they didn't get much from the bench, man. And that was I think that was a telling factor for me. I mean, you had Lou Williams, 4 points, Trez, 6 points. And both of those guys averaged 20 on the season. I mean, Trez 6 man a year, obviously, this year, but they're going to have to get more than that if they, expect to close this thing out because PG and Kawhi can only take them so far. And that's what's made the Clippers different is all years having 2 people that can come off the bench and get you 20-plus points a game. That's been like they're the only team in the NBA that can do that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember last show I said, too, that I like the Clippers, but they don't play to their potential and they play down to the talent. And they come lackadaisical. So I said I like them to close out the series, but I don't trust them because they be bullshitting half the time. And what do you know? That's exactly what the fuck they did. But go ahead, P-Bo.
Right. Well, to piggyback on what you said, I think sometimes a team can be too loaded, and it just messes with the balance. Sometimes you got to have a guy that's just an average player. And Lou Williams and Trez are damn near starters in the league. They can start anywhere. Reggie Jackson's a starter. The Morris boys are started. They got too many starters on their team, for one. Yeah. So that's one reason why you know what you said makes sense. But Denver looked like a three seed team yesterday. They're a 3rd seed. They really should be playing good ball right now. And their whole problem being this year that Joker has a good game, Murray has a good game, but they don't have a 3rd guy or a 4th guy. Well, yesterday they had 4 guys with double digits, 5. Grant was, they at least had to play some defense on Grant because he looked like shit the last couple games. Right. But to have 10 points, which he still didn't shoot great, but 10 points, Millsap with the 17, just being a presence out there. I can't double team you if you actually making shots. So we can't go double team Joker or double team Murray if Millsap is capable of hitting a 3 or hitting a jumper. So I think with just those guys bringing a little extra to the table and trying to score, it helped out the Denver Nuggets a whole lot. Hopefully they can keep it up, man. They looked okay yesterday.
Hey, man, I'm going to add the Clippers, man, y'all need to put them away this next game and don't play and just get them the fuck out of there because if you let them hang around Jamal Murray and Jokic, bro, they don't have answers for those two, man. They have to do a lot of work to slow Murray and Jokic down. And they haven't really slowed down Jokic for the most part. They can slow down Murray, but Murray, he still gets, if he gets enough shots off, he's still effective, man. He puts a lot of work in and makes them work real hard on defense. And they got a whole matchup ahead of them in the Lakers. So for you to be playing around with the Nuggets, bro, like this is your time. If I'm Doc Rivers, I'm telling them like, bro, this is the time to show who you are tonight. This is the time. If you don't show who you are in this game, then y'all ain't really made it nothing, bro, because this is the time where you blow them out and show them, all right, bro, we ready for the Lakers, bro. We not worried about no Nuggets right now. So we'll see how that ends up panning out, man, because yeah, I like what I saw from PG and Kawhi, but like y'all said, like Montrez and Lou, if you play like this in game 6, y'all gonna lose again and fuck around and you could lose the series, bro. The shit is not over with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I'm expecting the Clippers to come whoop their ass next game if Doc Rivers is who I think he is and Kawhi and PG are who I think they are, bro. Even if Lou Will and Montrez don't play good this next game, I expect them to whoop their ass because Paul George and Kawhi should be coming up firing. So if y'all got something to add, go ahead. Otherwise, we can move on to the last game.
Yeah,
you know what?
Go ahead,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, man, the thing about the Clippers is that I want to see what they will look like if Kawhi doesn't have that great game or PG has a regular game. Like, I don't know where they're gonna get scoring from because I feel like the team has become so reliant on just those two, and they're watching them. If you watch the Clippers play, they're just literally watching them dudes play one-on-one. Hardly nobody's moving, and it kind of reminds me of the old OKC when it was, Westbrook and KD out there, and it was your turn, my turn offense the entire season. And all the rest of the players are just standing there, and they're not in any type of rhythm. So I'm just curious to see what Doc draws up to get the others involved, because I don't know how long PG and Kawhi can keep this up, putting up 36 and 9, and then y'all still lose. PG with 26 and 6, and y'all still lose. So it's got to be something's got to give, man. You're going to have to get Zubac involved. Beverly, you're going to have to give you something. You're going to have to get Morris, draw some plays up. You're going to have to do something else and quit letting PG and Kawhi do all the heavy lifting the entire series.
I agree. Go ahead, people.
I just think that they got championship pedigree. Doc Rivers is a champion. Claw is a champion. I know they know tomorrow is very key. Like Jimmy said, you don't want a team like Denver to take you to Game 7. And I'm a little concerned with Jamal Murray because I don't know if his shooting percentage is off because of defense or it's just he's off. Because a lot of times Murray's biggest issue is he's just not consistent. You don't want to mess around and let this dude go off for a 40-piece tomorrow because he's capable of doing that. He has some off nights and then out of nowhere he just explodes.
Yeah.
And, if he has those 2 30, 40-point games back to back, it could be hell for the Clippers, bro. So hopefully I'm with Jim. Hopefully they bring their A game tomorrow and make that a statement game where, hey, we are here, we trying to go for a chip and we shutting this shit down.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna be concerned picking them against the Lakers. I already done picked them, but I'm gonna be honest as far as if you can't take care of these dudes, bro, I ain't expecting you to take care of the Lakers at all. Because AD is gonna, I don't want to talk about what AD gonna do to y'all, bro. So yeah, man. So we'll move on to the last game. Boston versus Toronto. Boston closed them out in 7 games. They ended up winning by 5. 92-87 was the final score. Jason Tatum was pretty much the player of the game. 29, 12, and 7 was his line. He was 9 for 23, but he had a good 9. The 9 was a good 9 when they needed him. Kemba Walker had another struggling night, 5 for 16, 14 points, 1 for 7 from 3. Siakam also still having trouble, 42 minutes, 13 points. Jaylen Brown been pretty much locking him up, bro. 5 for 12 from the field. Marc Gasol, 2 for 7, 6 points, like my boy CED was talking about. Just to add that, I just want to say before we get into anything, I watched Kyle Lowry after the game. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all see that, his interview?
Yeah, I did.
And he was talking about, everybody going to get paid and stuff like that. He's happy. Bro, that man said Mark going to get his money. That joy had me laughing. I'm like, boy, if you don't stop. But he was like, yeah, man. Siakam going to get his money. Da going to get his money. Fred going to get his money. Mark going to get his money. I said, nigga, stop. Go ahead, bro.
Mark is done.
Right. But yeah, go ahead, Bo.
All right, man. So I don't know, man. Toronto just didn't come to play, bro. It seemed like once they tried to do this whole we sitting out for the protests and stuff, it never showed up. It just clocked out, bro. And it's like if Siakam plays Siakam's game, I think they beat Boston. I don't think he had one good game this whole series. Not one.
What is his game? Which guy is the real guy?
I would hope
the regular season guy or this guy who ain't showed up in the playoffs?
I would hope the guy we saw in the season, the guy we saw last year in the finals. But the guy we seen tonight is just a regular, degular type of dude.
Why ain't here to save you anymore? Go ahead.
One most
I mean,
improved.
yeah, bro. I'm expecting him to do at least 22 points a game. I will give Jaylen Brown his props. He's been clamping him up, bro, and it's sad because he's supposed to be the guy to do this every night. He didn't show up. When he's not showing up and they ain't getting no production out of nobody else, this is what was supposed to happen. Boston was the better team. They're younger, more energetic. They got two bulldogs ready to go. Kemba Walker also got some dog in him. He just ain't been showing it. And just got bitten in the ass by the snake, man, you know. And let me give out some props to Marcus Smart, too. Marcus Smart been balling, bro. He's been playing, you know what I'm saying? He's been playing some tough-nose basketball. Right, bro. And scoring.
Facts.
Doing everything. I mean, first team all defense.
Right.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah, salute to him. Go ahead, CD.
Yeah, I mean, like Pascal, I was high on him. I remember I had him like 5th as far as like power forwards in the league.
Mm-hmm.
And if we redo that list, he got to come off, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude, he shot. Get ready for this. No, just guess his 3-point percentage in the series. 3-point percentage in the series.
Shit, 30.
20.
12.
Out of how many?
I don't know, but it was 12%. It was like the lowest in NBA like playoff history.
Damn.
Like,
Don't matter.
The dude has been a complete waste, and Jaylen Brown has, you know, he got him in the box, man. I mean, the thing is, like, Jaylen Brown, they're pretty much roughly about the same size. Pascal may be a little bit taller, but Brown just got that dog in him, man. You can see it in him that even though he plays the floor with Jason Tatum, and you know Tatum, I think is a better offensive player.
Yeah,
I just feel like just Jaylen when he's out there, he has that mindset that I'm still the best player on the floor on both ends. I mean, he's got like crazy two-way potential. I mean that combo, those two was just too much, man. Like, and Marcus Smart, like y'all saying, he been a dog, man. I mean, I know I wasn't always a fan of the dude, but I got to give props and props to this dude, man. He's been a key part, you know, to the Celtics run. I mean, he makes them versatile, man, because he switches out on bigs. He, you know, takes the toughest matchup on the perimeter at times. He's knocking down threes. Like, he's just not that just playing defense. You actually got to guard him, too. You know, I mean, he's rebounding, getting assists. I mean, he had the play of the game last night when he blocked the layup when there was only up 2 with 50 seconds left. So, I mean, that was
smallest guy on the court. That
was huge, man. I mean, and the fact, I mean, the Celtics were just the deeper team, man. You playing with the series should have been over in 5 games at most, because I feel like the Celtics have the firepower to really beat any team in the NBA, to be honest with you, over a 7-game series. I mean, a lot of people are looking at it, oh, they're young, but those dudes got a legit team. They have a great coach. They're young.
They battle tested too. They've been there.
They got a decent little front line with Canner, Thies, Williams. So they got the bodies to throw out there. Then you got 2 versatile wings in Brown and Tatum. And you haven't even gotten to Kemba and Marcus Smart. If you get anything from them, man, I mean, them dudes, they got a nice team, man, for the future. Looking forward to seeing what they do in this next series. But shouts out to them for having a killer instinct and closing out the defending champs.
All right, so real quick, I just want to get y'all picks. Let's game 6. Who y'all think y'all got versus Denver and Clippers? Who's gonna win that game?
I want to say the Clippers, man, but I got a feeling Denver gonna come in there and take it, bro. I think yesterday might have gave them some confidence. You know what I'm saying? All you need is for a guy like Paul Millsap to figure out, like, damn, I'm still decent. You know what I'm saying? You getting paid big bucks, bro. You ought to be more than decent, but
right.
I think he feel like, you know, damn, maybe I can cause a mismatch out there, because really he can do the same things that a Morris twin can do. Paul Millsap is a big body that can shoot threes, that can rebound. He just got to bring his game, and I think, you know, Denver probably told him, like, damn, we we expect you to do more than what Michael Porter is doing. So I'm gonna say Denver, bro.
Okay, yeah, I hope you wrong about that.
Me too.
Michael Porter had 7 points, by the way. Didn't do nothing after he made those statements after the game. For those who don't know, he said he felt like he should have got more shots, and I just feel like that was a terrible thing to say. Him being a rookie, but his dad's a veteran. He ain't a Hall of Famer. I don't know, but his dad's an ex-player. Yeah, so and I feel like he told him to say that maybe, or that's what his dad told him after the game, and he said it to the cameras. But bro, you shouldn't have said that. But go ahead, CD. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Nuggets, man. I mean, what I saw from the Clippers last game was concerning. I mean, to be up that big amount, and y'all know that this is a closeout game. I just don't see, the attention, like the focus isn't there. Like that just has me worried. Just in that aspect, is that the Clippers are easily the better team when you look at it, right? I mean, Murray's 9 for 25. This game, it should have been over. Right. But the Clippers letting dudes back in the game like they've been doing all playoffs. Like they've been letting teams just hang around and not playing D. That's the biggest thing for me is the Clippers have not played defense consistently for more than 2 games, all playoffs. And that's what's going to haunt them, man. If you can't lock in and you only want to play defense for 4 minutes of the game, by that time, man, it's too late because you didn't let these guys get in the rhythm now. And then somebody doesn't get over the top of a screen and they drop a 3, just like last night. Murray hit that big 3 to put them up by 1, and then they took off from there, and the game was over with. Like the Clippers started wanting to play D, but it was too late then at that point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the Clippers should win, but I think the Nuggets have, they got a budding confidence now that we shot this bad and we're able to overcome, a 16-point deficit to come back and win and force a game 6. So I'm riding the hot hand, man. I think the Nuggets can make it a close one.
Yeah, and I'll keep it short. I already said what I expect is that the Clippers are going to go ahead and do what they're supposed to do. And I feel like it's going to be at least a 20-point W by the Clippers if they are who I think they are. And I think they are. So I'm picking the Clippers with the easy W. They're going to lock up on Jamal Murray. They're always going to have trouble with Jokic. Jokic is just different, bro. Like, he just going to get his regardless, like, no matter who's out there. So I know Jokic going to get his, but Jamal Murray I say he's going to have another 9 for 25 or 7 for 21 type of game. And then the Clippers are going to go ahead and handle business. I don't expect Lou Williams to score 5-6 points again. He doesn't do that 2 games in a row. And Harold doesn't play that bad 2 games in a row either. So I'm going to go with the Clippers, man, with the 20-point W at least. So, yeah, man. All right, man. What would you say?
About 20?
20, bro. They got to make a statement. It's a statement game, bro. That last game was they should have closed that out. And they didn't close it out. So, statement game, bro. They know what's ahead, bro. The Lakers just finished their series in 5 games, bro. So, what's up, Clippers? Let's see what it is. So, yeah, man. Salute to the subscribers, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Just make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that bell, man. And if you're new, make sure you sub to the channel, man. We drop videos at least 3-4 times a week at this point, man. So we appreciate y'all, man. Any last words, my dudes?
Got nothing, man.
Salute, man.
Not at all, man. Make some comments, man. Somebody drop us a comment. You got some suggestions, something you want to hear on the show? Drop us a comment, man. Chime in with us, bro.
Salute, man. We out, man. iBall Network. Peace,
sir.
I see you win. I'm that nigga, no contest. This ain't really no contest. I'm getting rid of these niggas forever cause they just be coolin' for content. I just be cool in this mindset. And I'm a fool with the concepts. Niggas is foolish, I'm God sent. Swimming in pools of the nonsense. And it's some jewels in the fine print. I just wanna see my people thrive. I just wanna see if we survive. See the lights thinking we could die. I don't wanna see your people die, but I really wanna see them equalize. I don't wanna see your people die, but I really wanna see them equalize. And they wanna see us dead and gone, but it's God showed us that my head is on. Heard them bitches wanna set it off. Tell them pussies we can get it on. They don't wanna see us win, dog. It's all coming to an end, dog. Be all to the end, dog. See that we all was enjoy. Win. I ain't stopping to the end. I don't break, I don't fold, I don't bend. Cause I'm about to get it in. They gon' hate on all your gems. they gon' hate. Man, I thought that we was friends. Guess it was fake.